These 5 creators have the worst reputations in YouTube history, and we're going to start with Logan Paul. From filming a dead body in a Japanese forest, to scamming his fans with CryptoZoo, Logan has had his fair share of internet drama, but before constantly finding himself surrounded by controversy, Logan first gained notoriety in 2013 from posting vines, but by 2015 he transitioned to posting long-form content and quickly started gaining subscribers with a total of over 60 million followers across every social media platform. However, it was during the peak of his YouTube fame that Logan would make one of the biggest mistakes of his YouTube career, and perhaps even of his life. He uploaded a video titled, "We found a dead body in a Japanese suicide forest," showcasing a 22-year-old man who was a victim to suicide. In one of several vlogs documenting the trip to Japan, Logan decided to film a video in the Aokigahara forest, infamously known as Japan's suicide forest. Wearing an unusual Toy Story hat, he first explored the forest, making lights of its spooky reputation before including footage of an apparent suicide victim. The video garnered over 6 million views within 24 hours, but for all the wrong reasons. Logan would go on to delete it after his viewers expressed outrage. This would also result in YouTube themselves removing Logan from its Google Preferred program, an advertisement program where brands sell ads to only the top 1% of creators. He went on to create similar shock value content when he uploaded a vlog of him tasering 2 already dead rats, and on another occasion took an alive fish out of his koi pond pretending to perform CPR, but nothing compares to what he did next. On the 17th of December 2022, CoffeeZilla, a YouTube scam investigator, uploaded a video titled "Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam," where he exposed the scam Logan was running and laid out shocking allegations about Logan's crypto project, CryptoZoo. Following this, he uploaded a 5-part investigative series accusing CryptoZoo of being an outright scam, alleging that Logan misled fans into pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars into the project just to drop it and take the money. Initially, Logan would shift blame onto a coder named Zach Kelling, who allegedly hijacked and held the game's code for ransom. However, he later apologized to CoffeeZilla, vowed to take accountability, and pay back the victims of his scam. However, 9 months have passed, and Logan is yet to pay back any of the CryptoZoo victims. Logan has even blocked CoffeeZilla on Twitter. Understandably, people weren't happy with him and have been sharing their thoughts across social media, with one person jokingly asking him to sell his Charizard card and pay the victims back. For context, the card is a first edition Shadowless Charizard card, which according to Logan Paul is worth over $1 million. And speaking of fans, the creator we will be talking about next would become just as successful before cracking under the pressure of his obsessed fan base.
My name is Clay, otherwise known as Dream online. May have heard of me, may have not. Maybe you clicked on this video just out of pure curiosity and you don't care who I am. But now you've seen my face, and so obviously you know who I am.
Without a doubt, Dream's face reveal has to be one of the most regrettable decisions that a content creator has ever made. But what really went wrong? Let's go back to 2019, the year when Minecraft was at its peak and many YouTubers were emerging one after another. And one such creator was Dream, known for his Minecraft manhunt videos. Dream gained over 32 million subscribers on YouTube and showed no sign of slowing down. One of the major reasons behind Dream's YouTube success was his mask and the sense of mystery that surrounded him. As this PC Gamer article points out, his fans totally embraced the mystery as well. They were always creating fan art of him and fantasy videos imagining what he looked like. Dream masterfully played into the curiosity, hinting that one day he might actually reveal his face to the world. However, just months after finally showing his face, Dream would take down the video from his YouTube channel. The day was October 3rd of 2022, and after an intense hype campaign, Dream finally revealed his face for the first time. Over 1.5 million people would watch the face reveal live, with millions more watching streamers react to the face reveal. But shortly after the video premiered, things took a dark turn. Trends like "he's ugly" and hashtag "put the mask back on" started trending on social media, as he was mocked for not meeting unrealistic expectations. It seems fans were disappointed Dream's appearance didn't align with their expectations. However, worse was still to come, and criticism of his looks would soon become the least of Dream's worries. Just weeks later, a 17-year-old girl named Anastasia posted screenshots of suggestive text messages between herself and Dream, claiming that she had been groomed stalked by him. She posted multiple screenshots claiming that Dream revealed his face because she had threatened to leak them first. In another set of screenshots, she shared supposed iMessage conversations appearing to show Dream inviting the then underage person to meet privately with him. She felt it was too inappropriate for Dream to be this close given their age gap, and as the accusations spread rapidly on Twitter, Dream rushed to deny the allegations by posting from his private account. While he confessed that some screenshots were authentic, Dream insisted that the leaked iMessages were fabricated as the contact information wasn't even tied to his TikTok in the first place. Dream went on to say,
"In these DMs, there's no inappropriate comments whatsoever. It was just friendly conversation. In these screenshots, they're being 18 years old, as mentioned in their bio, and I also very clearly asked them for their age. I did not act inappropriately with this person, and any attempt to equate those messages to grooming is not only disgusting, but is insulting to victims who actually experience and still have trauma as a result."
And just when it seemed the controversy had faded, the old allegations ended up resurfacing, and it looks like this time, Dream isn't staying silent. Despite releasing a 42-minute video addressing the scandal, clips have been taken out of context to produce false claims and allegations, and Dream has clearly had enough. He has revealed the ongoing harassment he has experienced for over a year, ever since his face was revealed. In an interview titled An Unfiltered Conversation with Dream with Colin and Samir, Dream went on to explain why he had to do the face reveal, and when asked if he has regretted his decision of taking off the mask, this is what he had to say.
Yeah, I definitely don't regret the face reveal. I think to me, it's like, in order to live my life, I feel like I had to do the face reveal, and I was in this constant state of like paranoia and like,
which tells us he is not going to give up soon. However, the same can't be said for this YouTube channel who betrayed their original audience, leading to them being hated by many more. We are talking about none other than H3H3 Productions. It all began when Ethan and Hila Klein met back in 2007 at a Holocaust museum in Israel. After they first met, they remained in contact with each other via Skype until 2009 when Hila moved to the US to live with Ethan for a couple of years, though visa issues would lead them both back to Israel, where Ethan pursued an office job in marketing and content management. It was during this time that they decided to launch the YouTube channel H3H3 Productions, after Hila's assignment, which was creating a video about addiction. After 2 years of content creation, their blow-up arrived with the Warm It Up EXE video, a meme-inspired creation that became one of the best performing videos on their channel. But things really took off for them when they started criticizing all the sketchy prank channels and fake videos that were trending on YouTube at the time. As their main channel grew exponentially, they noticed a gap in the market and started another channel, which ended up becoming the H3 podcast, and it was an instant success, which provided a platform for long-form interviews with top YouTube personalities at the time when very few podcasts existed. But switching up their style and focusing on the podcast channel soon turned out to be a disaster for their main channel. As the podcast gained traction, some of their original fans felt neglected. Some believed that the main channel's well thought out, critical content was being compromised for the more lucrative yet less engaging podcast material. This transition led some dedicated fans to draw damning comparisons, accusing Ethan and Hila of selling their souls for money. However, Ethan would soon get into petty drama with Keemstar. What started as an attempt to call out Keemstar's problematic past behavior devolved into a heated clash between the two creators, and it looked like Ethan hoped to gain the moral high ground by calling out Keem's offensive comments. However, the clash only resulted in both of them losing subscribers and respect within the community. But the tide soon turned, each video escalating tension, ultimately costing H3H3 Productions a significant chunk of followers. Meanwhile, the drama barely affected Keemstar, with him losing nothing from what happened. But the same can't be said for the next person on this list, who was once known for his crazy pranks and vlogs, to now being known as a deranged psychopath. Of course, the only person I would be talking about is none other than fouseytube. fouseytube, or otherwise known as Yusuf, would go on to make a name for himself on the YouTube platform with prank videos and Middle Eastern comedy sketches, quickly growing to become one of the biggest creators on the website. And despite his early success as a YouTuber, Fousey seemed to have a special drive for clout and attention, even if it meant fabricating drama and lies. His hunger for attention first revealed itself in 2016, when Fousey was called out for staging a fight between him and Rice Gum. However, the controversy was was merely nothing compared to what came next for him. During the year of 2018, Fousey promoted an event called Hate Dies, Love Arrives, claiming he had invited Drake and Snoop Dogg to perform at the event and much more. Around 2,000 people ended up coming to the so-called event, only for the venue to pull the plug over an alleged bomb threat, which further dented his reputation. However, even after 7 years, it appears that nothing has changed, as Fousey would earn his second Twitch ban in under a week for first using a racial slur while singing along to a J. Cole song, then during August, earning his second ban, this time for dropping another slur during a live stream. However, viewers suspect this ban goes deeper than just using offensive language during a stream. Earlier that day, Fousey had streamed from an airport, featuring an interaction with a visibly drunk woman. She jokingly said she was sober, with viewers witnessing otherwise, before going on to confess to Fousey that she was a victim of sex trafficking. Fousey then gifted her $300, triggering even more donations from viewers. However, their interaction took a strange turn, as Fousey started flirting and kissing the woman. He then suddenly disappeared, and after nearly 20 minutes, he came back to the stream bragging about their alleged hookup. His fans would spam hate in the chat for him allegedly taking advantage of a vulnerable woman for his own satisfaction. He desperately tried to do damage control, insisting the entire thing was a prank, followed by a YouTube apology titled "I messed up," denying that anything ever happened between him and the woman. Just days later, fouseytube would get into the limelight again when he had the police called to his hotel room, resulting in a tense standoff with law enforcement that ultimately ended up in handcuffs. Many assumed Fousey had been arrested, but as it turns out, he was taken to a mental hospital to improve his health. He spent roughly 2.5 months undergoing treatment before finally making a reappearance on Adam Ross's stream, growing a full beard on his time away, and ever since the reunion, he has been back on social media, symbolically shaving his beard and hinting at a potential return. But the same can't be said for the YouTuber with the worst reputation on YouTube, and that title goes to no one else other than the queen of doxing herself, sssniperwolf. Alia Shalesh, or better known by her online persona Sniper Wolf, has more than 34 million subscribers, making her one of YouTube's biggest creators on the platform. She first rose to fame with Call of Duty gameplay videos in the early 2010s, when she went by the handle Sexy Sniper. However, in late 2017, she pivoted to focus more on reaction videos rather than her usual gameplay content. She then started posting low-effort reaction videos that gained millions of views, and things seemed to be going pretty much as usual. However, her rivalry with YouTuber jacksfilms turned out to be a major turning point in her career. Known for his Sniper Wolf parody account and calling out unoriginal content, Jack set his eyes on Sniper Wolf, accusing her of relying too much on reaction videos without bringing anything unique to the table. And that wasn't all, as jacksfilms straight up accused Sniper Wolf of stealing other creators' content without giving them credit at all. He didn't just stop with the accusations, as he went on to create an entire channel dedicated to criticizing her videos and accusing her of stealing others' content. Obviously, Sniper Wolf didn't take too kindly to being dragged like that, and the tension seemed to be rising, especially after Jack made a separate channel solely to criticize her content, and this is where things went from bad to worse real fast. On October 13th, Sniper Wolf posted a photo to her Instagram story asking her followers a question: "Should I go visit Jack's films? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot." She then proceeded to upload several more photos to her story, continuing to dox Jack after every post, one of which was a photo outside of Jack's house, along with a text that read, "Let's talk like adults," implying she wanted to do more than just talk. As Jack became aware of the incident, he posted a screenshot of the Instagram story from Sniper Wolf, showing that she had come to his house late at night. He shared it on Twitter, accusing Sniper Wolf of doxing and vaguely threatening him by revealing where he lives. He followed up by uploading a video titled, "Sniper Wolf came to my house last night. It's time for YouTube to step in," saying that in 17 years on the platform, he had never experienced someone tracking down and showing up to someone's house before. He ended the video by calling for YouTube themselves to deplatform Sniper Wolf and ban her from the website. However, YouTube took several days before responding, only punishing Sniper Wolf with temporarily suspending her monetization privileges for violating community guidelines and for doxing jacksfilms. Following this, sniperwolf would take to Twitter to issue an apology to jacksfilms and her fans for not being a better role model and displaying bad behavior. She then stated, "jacksfilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved." And just when it seemed the controversy was settling down, another creator would bring sniperwolf's actions to light. Azzyland accused sniperwolf of continuously stealing her video ideas, thumbnail designs, and even her attitude and mannerisms over the years. In a collab video with Nerd City, Azzyland slammed sniperwolf as a copycat who not only replicated her content but actively provoked her loyal fan base to harass Azzyland online. Azzyland went so far as to say sniperwolf has copied her accent and speaking style in videos, making the accusation that sniperwolf's entire online persona is totally fabricated. Sniperwolf would then immediately take this to Twitter to defend herself. She claimed that Azzyland had been the one who was copying her work over the years by changing her old thumbnails and video titles to match her own. But surprise, surprise, the internet does what it's best at and exposed sniperwolf for lying about that. This only led the controversy taking an even darker turn, as sniperwolf's questionable past life would now be aired to the masses. An old video resurfaced showing sniperwolf allegedly grooming minors on Omegle, offering to show her breasts if the boys performed sexually explicit dances. The video's removal remains unclear, but its disturbing content have led some to accuse sniperwolf of grooming. However, whatever way you look at the situation, it still raises serious questions about sniperwolf's character, and it seems sniperwolf's reign as one of YouTube's biggest and most influential creators may soon come to an end, but not for the reasons one might expect. To those who are unaware, she's currently caught up in a legal battle with her ex-husband, Evan Young, who claims he owns 50% of her YouTube channel. He alleges that for years he was deeply involved behind the scenes with helping her content, from video ideas to scripting videos. Evan definitely helped with growing sniperwolf's brand, claiming that the channel was a joint venture. Evan also stated that sniperwolf has completely cut him out on the business side, even though he rightfully owns half of the channel. The lawsuit threatens to not only reveal more potentially unsettling details about sniperwolf, but it could also result in her losing half of her ownership to the YouTube channel if any of Evan's claims are correct. Now, the walls look like they are closing in from all sides, looking like sniperwolf will only find herself at the bottom yet again. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Also, if you're curious to know the story of HS Tiki Toki from Forex scammer to kick streamer, click the video on screen now.